Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Andrea and this is I Heart Cross Stitch. Today is Wednesday, December the 19th, 2018. I actually took the day off. I was supposed to have a day to myself, but my little one is here. He's not feeling good, so he stayed home from school today. So if you hear any background noise, that's probably him. And my teenage son is due home any moment, so I might have to pause the video when he gets here and he gets settled and all of that stuff. But this is video number 33. I've noticed that I've had a lot of new subscribers recently, so if you're new to my channel, I want to thank you for coming to my channel to take a look at the cross stitching that I have to show. Before I get into what you're all here to see, I want to take a moment to say hello to my Aunt Joy, who lives in Georgia. I have a beloved Aunt Joy, and she watches my videos. She watches the first 5 to 10 minutes of my videos, and to, just to see how I'm doing, to visit with me, because we don't really get to see each other a lot. And so, hi, Joy. I hope you're doing well, and the rest of this video is just cross-stitching stuff, so you don't have to watch the rest. I'm doing great. My boys are doing great. Husband's doing great. So, you can call me and we can chit-chat and catch up. Okay. So that was my hello to my Aunt Joy, who lives in Georgia. I think she lives in northwestern Georgia. I could be wrong about that. Okay. So I have 2 shout outs that I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the projects that I worked on in November, some things that I've received in the mail, and I'm going to talk about my 2019 plans. Alright, so these 2 floss tubers that I'd like to talk about are new to me. They're not new to you, but they're new to me. And the first one is Betsy, Bird Stitcher, Colorado. I haven't seen all of her videos. I think I watched just the last 2 that she posted, and she's just so funny. I really appreciate people who work on projects that I like to see and who make me laugh as well. And I had a couple of really good chuckles when I watched her videos. So Betsy, Bird Stitcher, Colorado, and Cheryl McKinney. I've heard so many of you talk about her and her videos on your channels, and so I finally got around to watching her videos, and I really love them, and I love her. I think it's Cheryl McKinney Tranquil Stitches or something like that. I really enjoy her videos, and her as a person. She seems like a really awesome person in real life, like one of those people that you wish that you lived next to or near so that you could be friends with them in real life. And one more thing, since the last time you saw me, I am now older. I am 45 years old now. So, yeah, there's that. How many of you are also 45? I was born in 1973, and I have a feeling that a lot of you were born in 1973 or 74. So let me know. All right. So, would you like to see what I worked on in the month of November? Because I'd like to show you. Okay. I did work on pink peonies, and I'm going to show that a little bit later. Yes, I still have it in my possession, and I haven't mailed it yet. And the month of November, the last time I made a video, I talked about how my husband and son had just started new jobs, and how everything looked like it was getting better or going to be getting better. Sorry, I have to fix this. Oh, I'm fixing it, and I think I'm making it worse. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Things are getting better now. From the time I made my last video until now, this past month has been so stressful. I'm not really going to go into the details of of all of that. But let's just say the past month has been incredibly stressful. I'm so glad that I have been taking my mental health medicine, that I'm back on them, because if I wasn't, I don't know how I would handle the kind of stress that I've been through over the past month. But it's almost over. The issue causing the stress is pretty much resolved. So there's that. And I forgot why I was talking. Oh, so that's why I have not mailed pink peonies. Quail Hollow 7, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I haven't mailed it to you. It is, I would like to mail it to you now. I'm capable of mailing it to you now. But I don't want it to get lost in the whole holiday mailing frenzy. So I'm thinking about waiting until after the holidays are over and then mailing it, because then I'm thinking that the possibilities of it getting lost will decrease. Okay, but I'm going to show that later when I show all of my 2018 finishes. So the first thing I want to show you is afternoon on the farm. Yes, here we go. So I wanted to start this for a really, really long time, and to me, well, it's called Afternoon at the Farm, but to me it should be called Autumn at the Farm or something. It seems like a very autumn looking piece with the pumpkins and I think there might be apples. No, those are all pumpkins and cat, chicken, red barn. Anyhow, this said autumn to me, so I waited all year to start this in the autumn, and I did start it in November 18th. I started this piece. It's from the November 2013 issue of Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine, and so let me get it out for you. Now, the fabric that I'm stitching it on, I totally forgot to talk about this fabric. In my last video, I should have mentioned it. I was able to get this fabric because I have a D-Stash page on Instagram. It's IHCS D-Stash on Instagram. And the lovely Becky, the Obsessed Stitcher, bought a few of the things that I had posted on my D-Stash what is that, D-Stash page, site on Instagram, whatever you want to call it. And so I was able to get this fabric from 123 Stitch. It's a 32 count Joblin, and it's called Summer Sky. It's a beautiful light blue fabric. I really love it. You may not be able to see the blue. Oh, it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. It's a beautiful, it's the perfect blue sky kind of fabric. But here is my start. And what you're seeing is very yellow. I am getting out of practice in holding this. I'm sorry. Okay. So what you're seeing is quite a bit yellowed out. This is more orangey than what you're seeing. There we go. That's better. So a lot of what you're seeing that's brown is more of an orange brown. And then of course the yellows are yellow. And there's the silo next to it. I started on the silo a little bit. So there's my progress on that. So as you can see, I started here in the top left-hand corner. So I got this tree done, and I started on the silo a little bit. And I am so pleased with this project. I have it started. And I'm thrilled. This is one of the projects that when I saw it, I immediately knew that I had to stitch it. Okay, let me put it back really quick. let me put it over here so it doesn't get stepped on when the teenage son gets home. Okay. The next project that I worked on is this. It is I Am a Needlesmith from By the Bay Needle Art. And here is my progress. And I have made a lot of progress since the last time you've seen this. Okay, so here I am so far. Look at that. So the last time you saw this, let's just say all of this is new. The ocean, the lighthouse, the trees, this green patch, the house, all of this is new. And the lady. The lady is new as well. Now, I am doing a conversion on her. As you can see, her dress is purple. But it's a very antique looking purple. Give me a moment. Oh, that's right. I am using, here, just give me a second. I want to talk about this. These are my floss bags that I got from Jessie Marie and her shop called the Storyteller Collection. I think that she has a Facebook page called the Storyteller Collection, and she sells these. Okay, you have the rings, and then the floss bags have this. Okay, and they're very sturdy and durable. I love these bags. I love these bags. Jessie Marie, these are awesome. Okay, so if you look at the original design, her dress is green, and I wanted to use a different color for her dress because there's a lot of green going on in this pattern already with the leaves here and all of the green in the grass, the dark green in the bushes and all of that. There's a lot of green in this design, which is fine. You know, green is one of my favorite colors, but I wanted something a little different. So I went with purple, and the purples that I'm using are the dark purple is 3041, and the lighter shade is 3042. And then the stripes in her dress are 5, it's 5 something. Hold on. What is it? 543. So there's that. So 543 for the white parts, 3041 and 3042. And I've made a lot of progress on this. I also changed her face. If you look at her face, she's kind of got like this, an X for a mouth, and that's it. It was just like one little X for her mouth. And that just really did not appeal to me, so I gave her a little smile, and I gave her green eyes to match my green eyes. And I really enjoyed stitching that house. That was nice. That was a nice. And of course the roof. The roof is DMC 4000, which I stitch all of my roofs. DMC 4000, love it. Okay. So that's it for that. So I worked on 3 projects in November. The Pink Peonies project, I Am a Needlesmith, and my afternoon at the farm. All right, so if you give me a second, I'm going to put this away. I'm not going to apologize for the crinkling. All right. Okay, so now I will show the things that I finished in 2018. You know, of course, that I finished Pink Peonies because I showed it in my last video, but since I have it, since I still have it and it's one of my finishes, I thought I'd show it again. So there we go. Pink Peonies by Ellen Maurer-Stroh, and I will be getting this in the mail very soon as the holiday mail rush is over. So I believe I started this September 1st, and I finished it November something. I don't remember. Okay, there's that. What else? My mountain lion. I still haven't gotten this framed yet. It's one of my goals to get done in 2019 is to get this framed up. I would really like to find a suede mat, but I'm not sure whether I want black suede or brown suede mat for him. My mountain lion. Samson, my mountain lion. I started him in the spring of 2016, and I finished him sometime this year. I don't remember when. I have it written down, but it's in my book over there, and I'm not going to get it. But there's Samson again, for those of you who love looking at him as much as I do. I could just stare at this face all day. He's so beautiful. I'm hoping that if I hold it up long enough, this will be my thumbnail. Oh, okay. It is a very cloudy and rainy day here in Florida. So I'm relying on a lot of artificial light to record this video, which leads to the flashing. Sorry about that. Okay. And I did finish Weather-Wise this year. Oh, from Prairie Schooler. Weather-Wise. I really want to get this framed too. I would love to get this framed. So I started this January 1st, 2018, and I finished it sometime this year. I'm thinking maybe I finished this in, I don't know, August maybe? I don't remember. July? I don't know. All right, so there's that. And you know, I have to show it. Flowers in a vase. Okay, so maybe if I hold this up long enough, it'll be my thumbnail. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. I just love it. I love looking at it in real life, and I love looking at it on camera. This was so much fun to stitch. The colors in it. Seeing how the colors play off of each other. A lot of blended threads in this, but it was absolutely worth all of the time and energy and effort that I put into this. It was completely worth it. Okay, I think I've held it up long enough. Okay. All right. So, I'm just going to show you a few things that I got in the mail. And a few things that I did not get in the mail. The first thing I want to show you, Oh my gosh, this was awesome. I got a card from Dawn Frosty X Stitch here on FlossTube. She sent me this beautiful card of a deer in the snow looking up at a bird, and inside the card was this amazing wooden thing. It looks like a postcard. It looks like a wooden postcard. Okay, but see, wood. And I just think that this is one of the most incredible things. I've never seen anything like this before. So there's that. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. I'm listening. I hear activity going on outside my front door. Okay, I need a drink. All right. Another thing that I received in the mail is this. I got it from Christine from Every Stitch of Pleasure. Hi, Christine. She showed a magazine in I don't know if it was her last video or the one before, but she showed a picture of this in a magazine, and I said how much I really liked it, and she offered to send it to me, and she did, and I got it, and I love it. See this? It's called, I don't know what it's called, Floral Bouquet. So it's supposed to be stitched and made into a pillow. When I stitch this, I don't know whether I'll make it into a pillow or frame it, or I'm not really sure. What? What? Bars? Pause? What do you need? What do you need? Brandon, what do you need? Your food? Can you hold on for a few minutes, please? I'm almost done. Okay. Okay. What food do you want? All right, anyhow, sorry about that. Christine from Every Stitch of Pleasure sent this to me, and I love it. Oh, I'm showing the address of who owned this before. Sorry, I'll just... Okay. So thank you, Christine. I really like getting that in the mail, and I'm looking at the colors in this are just incredible. Look at that. Look at those roses and whatever this blue flower is, and the greenery and the white. Oh, I just love deep, rich color. And flowers have beautiful, deep, rich colors, don't they? At least some of them do. Okay. All right. So I would like to show you two things that I've recently purchased. This chart that I'm going to show you was an anniversary present from my husband. On December 5th, we celebrated our 26-year wedding anniversary, and I treated him to a day. My hobby is cross-stitching. His hobby is going to the range and shooting targets with his firearms. So I treated him to a day of fun on that, and he treated me to a chart of my choosing. And so I chose this one. It is from Moira Blackburn, The Heart of a Friend. And I have been in love with this chart for a long time. And it was sitting in my 1, 2, 3 stitch cart for like a whole week, because it was on sale, but I needed to wait until payday to actually buy it. Lisa from Lisa's Stitching and Such recently got this and showed it too. So I thought it was cool that she and I are friends, and we bought the same chart I just love Lisa from Lisa's Stitching and Such. I'm going to read it to you in case you haven't seen her video, because she read it on her video. In case you haven't seen her video, I'm going to read it. It says, it's a poem from Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. It says, I shot an arrow into the air. It fell to earth, I knew not where. For so swiftly it flew, the sight could not follow it in its flight. I breathed a song into the air. It fell to earth, I know not where. For who has sight so keen and strong that it can follow the flight of a song? Long, long afterward, in an oak, I found the arrow still unbroke, and the song from beginning to end I found again in the heart of a friend. I love that. I love that poem and the border. Look at the border in that and the motifs in the middle. This chart is huge. The stitch count is 305 wide by 247 high, so it is a very big design. I think that if I stitch on it 40 count, 1/2, I think I would still need a fat quarter. It's so large. But there's one thing about this I do not like. The chart itself. It looks like somebody made a copy of a copy. Now, I did buy this from 123 Stitch, and so I'm not really sure how they get their charts. I don't know how this chart came to be. If they made a copy of, I don't think that they did. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't make a copy of the original and send me a copy. I mean, that's not legal. I don't know, but I'm just going to show you a piece of it. So there's no indication. Like, I like for my designs to be numbered, so I'm gonna write in the numbers myself. But if you look at the edge here, you can see, I don't know if you can see this. It's just really, it looks, like I said, it looks like a copy of a copy, and some of it is really here, I'll just turn it this way. Do you see the symbols are really faded, really faded. Sorry, I'm shaky, so it's probably not focusing as much as I would like it to focus, but the symbols are really faded in some parts, and the overlapping is not really done all that correctly. So I'm going to have to be really careful when I stitch this to make sure that everything is just so, because I don't want to make any mistakes because of how the chart is. I'm just going to have to be really careful when I stitch this. So if any of you get this or have gotten this, and I don't know, I love the design. I wish I had the original and not what looks like a copy of a copy. Okay, so there's that. And last week, okay, I work from home, and the computer, the monitors, the keyboard, the mouse, everything I've had for years, like 6 years. I've been using all of the same equipment, and it was kind of old when I got it 6 years ago. And so it was time for me to get a tech refresh. So I had to pack up all my stuff and get it in my car and drive to the office. I guess it's about a 45-minute drive south of me. Drive to the office, turn in all my old stuff, get all new stuff. And I said, while I'm down here, I'm going to go into a cross stitch shop to see if there are any charts that she has that I've been wanting for a long time. And So I went in, and yes, there was a chart that I have been wanting for a long time. And it is Cinnamon Stars from Plum Street Samplers. This has been on my 1, 2, 3 wish list forever. Forever and ever, since it first came out, or I don't know. It's been there for a long time. And the lady who has the cross stitch shop priced this at a very good price. So I went ahead and got it. And I'm glad I got it. Oh, I just love the motifs in that. Okay, so there's that. All right, so that's all that I wanted to show you as far as things that I've gotten in the mail. So now I'm going to switch to my 2019 plans. I'm going to talk about some of the things that I am absolutely starting next year, and some things that I probably won't start next year, but I'd really like to start. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get around to starting them, but anyhow, so I'm just going to show you first and talk about first the things that I am absolutely going to be starting in 2019. And the very first one is Mini Farewell to Anger. From Heaven and Earth Designs, artist is this gentleman right here. That I don't want to mispronounce his name and get it wrong. What do you need, Brandon? Okay. So here's Mini Farewell to Anger. I'm going to be starting this on January 1st, and I am so excited. I am so excited. First of all, because I've been wanting to start this piece for a really, really, really long time. And also because I recently watched one of Ginger Gerald Stitcher's videos that totally changed my outlook on stitching heids. Now, I'm going to go back a little bit. Okay. Back in 2015, I started my first Haid. It was Quick Stitch Blue Butterfly. I have it somewhere. I haven't worked on it in a while because it hasn't really been calling to me, and also because of the incredible amount of confetti in that piece. So when I first started that design, I was using my Kindle instead of paper, and it really wasn't working for me. So, and the fabric really wasn't working for me, so I restarted it on different fabric using paper, and that's been great so far. Do you need something? How about you go watch your movie? You're making me feel uncomfortable. You're just sitting there staring at me. Thank you. I love you. Okay, go watch your movie. Pause. My back? I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. The teenager came home from school. Anyhow, so Ginger Gerald Stitcher was talking about, he showed on his video how he goes about stitching his designs using his iPad. And he has Easy PDF on his iPad. I have Easy PDF on my Kindle, but he showed how you can search for a symbol on a page, and then all of those symbols on that page, they like highlight in a certain way, and then you can stitch them and highlight them in yellow, and then search for another symbol, and everything that you've already highlighted in yellow will stay yellow. That is going to make stitching the Heaven and Earth designs so much easier for me. And I am a devout paper person. I love stitching from, paper charts and highlighting with my highlighters. That is my thing. But I am really excited about giving this new thing a try. I already went onto my Kindle and I practiced. I pulled up this chart on my Kindle and I practiced. I didn't stitch anything, but I practiced searching for the symbols and, figuring out how it works, and I am so excited to try it. I know that it will make stitching these designs a lot faster for me. And I'm super excited. Super excited. Okay, so that's start number one. Start number 2 in February. February, I will be starting this. And I have been wanting to start this for a long time. It is Strawberry Stitches from Jeanette Douglas. And I'm going to be starting this thanks to my awesome friend Carrie, who attends my library stitch group. She graciously gifted me with the fabric and the threads and the beads that I need to stitch this design. I'm so grateful, Carrie. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to start that. Okay, and then in March, I'm going to be starting Spring Queen on the first day of spring. Definitely going to be starting Spring Queen. So there's that. So beautiful. And in June, the first day of summer, I'm going to be starting, what is this called? Sunflower Farm. That's right. Sunflower Farm. Definitely going to be starting that. So really excited for those new starts. Now here are some things that I probably won't start in 2018, but I would love to start them. First one is Heartstring Samplery Prairie Life Sampler. I would love to start this. Another one is Plum Street Samplers Autumn Gifts. So pretty. Another thing that I would love to start, is Roses of Provence from Mirabilia. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Another thing that I've had this chart for quite some time, but it was a chart that I bought as a download and downloaded. It's a PDF, but I printed it out for this video. But it's called Shooting Star by Elizabeth Almond, and it's black work. I've never done black work before, and I would really love to give it a try to see. Now, I have never really tried black work before because I did not think that it was something that I was interested in. However, when I saw this design, it just absolutely captivated me, and I was mesmerized by it, really. And I thought to myself, I have to try. I have to try because I would love to have this on my wall. It remains to be seen whether I will enjoy stitching it or not. I don't know. But I would love to have this on my wall. So we'll see. I would love to start this. I may or may not get to it. Now the last one I don't have a picture of, but I'm going to show you a picture because I pulled it up on my Kindle. And just give me a second. Okay. It is from Teresa Wentzler, the Camelot Sampler. Let me turn down the brightness so that you can see it. There we go. Oh, here we go. The Camelot Sampler from Teresa Wentzler. I've had this design for quite some time. I bought it from Patterns Online, but the way that you have to go about, like the design doesn't come with a cover picture, and you have to go through a lot of steps to get the design and print it out. And holy cow, look at this. It's like a book. Huge. And look at this. This is the floss key. Oh my goodness. That's 3 columns plus one more of floss. Not complaining. I'm just, that's insane. Look, and here it shows us the how many, so what, 18 pages, and it shows diagrams of all the different stitches. Here's some stitch diagrams, and the chart itself is very easy to see. See? Very easy to see, not difficult at all. very large, okay, very large. And then the over one looks like this. There we go. Okay, that's all of the over one part of the chart. So I would love to start that. I would love to start that. So many things to stitch, so little time, right? Okay. So if I don't start these things in 2018, you will definitely see them. Well, I don't want to say definitely, but it's very likely that you'll see them in 2020. 2020. My teenage son is going to be graduating from high school in 2020. That's crazy. Okay, so I am going to be working things a little differently next year. I'm going to be having a focus. So my goal is to work on 3 projects a month, each for 10 days. And my focus project will be worked each month until it's complete. And the second, pause. Okay, I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so for instance, in January, I'm only going to stitch on 2 projects. Farewell to Anger, it's going to get 15 days, and my focus piece is Raven Queen. So Raven Queen will get 15 days, actually 16 days, since January has 31 days. And then in February, I will be working on Raven Queen as well, and my Strawberry Stitches piece. And I will probably pull out one of my older projects, like my English kitchen. In March, it will be Raven Queen again, and Spring Queen, and probably another older project. And in April, Raven Queen again, if I'm still working on her by then, and another project, another older project that I've already started, and another old, 2 other projects that I've already started. So that's how I'm going to be working my rotation going forward. That's something that I started actually in September. Maybe. I think I actually started that with my my mountain lion. I did that every month until it was done. A little bit each month until it was done. And then I switched to Pink Peonies, and now I'm doing Raven Queen. So I'll be working on Raven Queen each month for at least 10 or 15 days until it's complete. I am doing that because that is going to be a gift for my niece, her graduation present. And I'll tell you, I love stitching Raven Queen. I love it so much that I will probably stitch Raven Queen again for myself, except it will be just Raven Queen and her ravens, not the background. I think that's it. I'm almost at 45 minutes. Life updates, there really isn't much to say, except I'm a year older. My teenage son is a year older. He's 17 now. Let's see what else. It's been a stressful month, but the stress is almost over. This year is almost over, thank goodness. I want to thank you all so much for being there for me this year. It's been a crazy year. In January, my husband got hurt at work, and he wasn't able to work. Well, he had surgery in January to remove a tumor, where your neck and your shoulder and your back meet. He had a tumor, so he got surgery to remove that. And then when he healed from that, because he had that surgery in the middle of January, so he was out for a week or 2, week and a half. And when he went back to work at the end of January, that's when he hurt himself. So he wasn't able to work February, March, April, May, June, July, August. He went back to work like at the very end of August. So that's 7 months of him not working. And then I was working 2 jobs. I'm saying this for those of you who are new to my channel and may not have watched any of my previous videos. So he was out of work for all that time, and I had to get a second job. So, you know, working 2 jobs, taking care of my children, and, you know, still cooking and cleaning and working 2 jobs, being a mom, being a wife. It was incredibly exhausting and stressful. But that's past, and we're, you know, it's past, it's done. My husband's back to work. He has a fantastic job that he absolutely loves. He absolutely loves it. I don't want to say what it is on social media, but if you want to know, ask me, send me a message on Instagram. And my boys are doing great. My boys are doing absolutely fantastic. Except my little one's sick. But I'm doing good too. I'm doing good. You know, as good as I can be. I think that's it. So I'm done rambling. 46 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. And I will see you again in January. Okay? Take it easy. Bye.